on authentic life. I became the editor of The Guardian's Comment is Free in 2010, though I've worked on the desk for a few more years than that. When the site was launched in 2006, it inverted the traditional model of newspaper comment. Previously, a small number of columnists, often drawn from an ever smaller section of society in terms of gender, race, class and location, opined week in, week out on global and domestic politics, culture and society. Readers could respond by writing letters and then emails to the editor, a tiny proportion of which were selected and published. Comment is Free, on the other hand, started from the assumption that there are thousands of people across the world with voices and opinions that are also worth hearing, and that this diversity can be a strength. This extended not only to the hugely increased and varied number of people we published on the website, but also to the space we opened up for readers to debate these articles. I want to outline 3 ways in which we have built on this potential to transform comment journalism's representation of feminism. Firstly, we have hugely increased the diversity of the writers we publish on the site. This graph, for example, collated by lovegraphs.com, shows how the number of women we publish has hugely increased since the site's launch. The red line at the top is the number of male contributors and the blue line is female. As an aside, when I saw this graph, I cheered. To me, it shows clear and positive progress. Those 2 lines are really narrowing, yet it was framed as not good enough. In a way, it isn't. But there are still times when I'm the only woman in a senior editorial meeting, even at The Guardian, so any encouragement when we do make small steps of progress is very welcome. Numbers are not everything, of course, and woman does not automatically equal feminist. But opening up the site in this way has also led to a huge increase in the range of subjects we cover under the umbrella of feminism, as well as an increase in the number of women who read the site. It has focused our mind on increasing diversity in all its forms, so non-white, disabled, LGBTQ, migrant and working class voices are sought out and published too. And it's heartening to see that the various ways in which we cover the debates around gender are often the most read pieces on the site. Secondly, we have tried to address the sometimes simplistic way in which feminism is framed in the media by publishing both more academic feminists on the one hand and more campaigning grassroots feminists on the other. While recognising that the media is a different space from academia and activism, we have tried to dig deeper into feminist debates and provide a place for thinking in a more complex way. Academics and activists are often marginalised from the mainstream media with the excuse that they don't write in journalese, or do not have a history of publishing in the media, or do not have enough name recognition. There is certainly a great skill to writing for the media, and much of our time is spent working with academics and activists to craft a piece in the right tone and style. But dismissing such voices outright often seems a shorthand for not wanting to engage with the arguments they are putting forward. There should be a balance between making complex ideas overly simple in the name of a misplaced populism and publishing jargon which may be alienating, especially if it isn't explained. I sense a real hunger from readers for a more in-depth critical response to the daily happenings in the world, and we shouldn't be deterred by those who fear the radical intent in such work. We should be further inspired by it. So, for the record, we are not afraid of using the word intersectionality on Comment is Free. Which leads me on to my third and final point. Opening up our comment pieces to readers who can post responses in the threads under articles has huge potential, I think, to challenge dominant narratives in the media and elsewhere. It's not perfect, of course. The comment threads can be hugely enlightening, and the best of them are a joy to behold, but they can also be depressing, demeaning, or just dull, and some writers understandably find it very challenging to engage in them. We have a strict talk policy at The Guardian, where personal abuse and other hate speech is removed from threads as soon as moderators are aware of it. We work hard, both technologically and editorially, to improve the nature of the debates on the site, intervening where possible to challenge negative comments, especially on threads debating feminist issues. More could be done, I think, to explore whether lazy representations of gender issues in the media fuel such hate speech online. It has been said that the existence of sexism in comment threads justifies the need for feminism. Well, yes, but look around. So much in life needs to be challenged, so much justifies a feminist lens, and feminism has a long and healthy tradition of dissent. We shouldn't underestimate the power of debating within reason people who disagree with us. It's how we change hearts and minds. In all the column inches spilt recently over Lily Allen's recent song about whether it was feminist or racist or not, it was a reader comment in a thread that alerted me to Laura Mulver's song, That's All Right, which seemed to me the best response of all. It opens with the following lyrics. I will never be what you want, and that's all right, because my skin ain't light and my body ain't tight, and that's all right. But if I might, I must stand and fight. Tell me, who made you the centre of the universe? Which I think is a nice note to end on. I hope you found some of these reflections thought-provoking, and I'd very much welcome your ideas for how things ought to be done differently in the media when it comes to the Q&A. Thank you.